Welcome to my channel. Have you ever wondered why, no matter what you do, you still feel tired throughout the day? Most of us don't like feeling exhausted. Ideally, we'd prefer to have tons of energy all day long to get everything done. But here's an interesting thought from Dr. Andrew Huberman. Feelings aren't necessarily good or bad on their own. Instead, they depend on whether they align with what our environment demands from us. Take fatigue, for example. Imagine you're at work, and your boss suddenly dumps a last-minute task on you, saying it has to be done by the end of the day. You're already feeling drained, and now you have to push through. Your internal state doesn't match what's being asked of you, so you experience fatigue negatively. But now, imagine it's 11 p.m., you're in bed, and your body starts feeling tired. In this case, the same fatigue is actually a good thing because it matches what your environment expects. It's time to sleep. So, maybe fatigue itself isn't the problem. The real issue is that many of us feel sluggish during the day when we need energy and then suddenly wide awake at night when we're supposed to be winding down. So, what can we do about it? The key is to align our body's energy levels with our daily needs. And that starts with understanding our natural body clock, also known as the circadian rhythm. This rhythm is primarily regulated by two hormones, cortisol and melatonin. Cortisol is often associated with stress, but it actually plays a crucial role in keeping us alert. In the morning, right after we wake up, our body experiences a natural cortisol spike. This acts like an internal alarm clock, setting the stage for how our energy levels will fluctuate throughout the day. About 12 to 16 hours later, melatonin kicks in to signal that it's time to wind down and prepare for sleep. The challenge? Many of us don't optimize this natural process, leading to energy crashes and nighttime restlessness. To fix this, we need to consciously influence our cortisol and melatonin levels at the right times. How to boost cortisol in the morning. Get sunlight exposure. Early. One of the simplest and most effective ways to wake up your body is by getting direct sunlight within the first hour of waking up. Light exposure signals your brain that it's daytime, helping to regulate your internal clock. If natural sunlight isn't an option due to weather or work conditions, bright artificial light can be a decent alternative. Cold showers. Not only does a cold shower wake you up, but it also gives your cortisol levels a boost and increases dopamine, which keeps your energy levels stable throughout the day. Exercise. Morning exercise, even if it's just a 10-minute walk, helps regulate your circadian rhythm, making it easier to stay energized during the day and sleep well at night. The right way to use coffee. Many of us rely on coffee to get through the day, but we often misuse it. Instead of drinking coffee as soon as you wake up, wait about 60-90 minutes. Why? Because your natural cortisol is already high in the morning. Drinking coffee too early interferes with your body's ability to regulate wakefulness on its own. Plus, it leads to a more significant energy crash later in the day. Also, avoid caffeine too late in the afternoon, ideally after 3 or 4 p.m., to prevent it from messing with your sleep quality. How to prepare for better sleep. Evening. Light exposure. Just as morning sunlight wakes you up, dimming lights in the evening helps signal to your brain that it's time to relax. Try to reduce exposure to bright artificial lights a few hours before bed. Warm showers. While cold showers boost energy, warm showers or a sauna session in the evening help relax your body and prepare it for sleep. Avoid late-night workouts. Exercising too close to bedtime can keep you wired for hours. Try to finish any intense workouts at least 2 hours before sleeping. Skip alcohol before bed. While alcohol might make you feel sleepy initially, it disrupts deep sleep, leading to lower quality rest and grogginess the next day. Maintain a consistent sleep schedule. Whether you sleep 6 or 8 hours, the key is consistency. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends, helps regulate your internal clock and improve overall energy levels. The psychological side of fatigue. Dr. K, a YouTube educator and psychiatrist, takes an interesting angle on fatigue. He argues that sometimes fatigue is more psychological than physical. He suggests that our brain assesses whether an activity is worth expending energy on. If your mind perceives a task as tedious, it signals fatigue to conserve energy. But if you suddenly get an invitation from a friend to do something exciting, your fatigue mysteriously disappears. This means that fatigue can sometimes be a mental block rather than a physical limitation. One way to combat this is to trick your brain by breaking down tasks into smaller, more manageable steps. Instead of thinking, I have to read 5 chapters, tell yourself, I'll just read 2 pages. Once you start, you often gain momentum and end up doing more than planned. So next time you feel drained, ask yourself, is this real fatigue, or is my brain just trying to avoid something? By using a mix of biological and psychological strategies, you can finally align your energy levels with your daily needs and stop feeling tired at the wrong times. Hope you found this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to like and share it with your friends. See you in the next one.